Hey, welcome back to my podcast. Speak up. My voice is my gift. Your voice is your gift. So, today's episode, we are going to speak about assumptions. I was thinking about this lately about what we assume about our lives. We assume that people think a certain way about us. And that actually dictates the way we show up in life. For example, if we assume that people think we are shy or we do not have that ability to speak, we kind of reinforce those thoughts in ourselves. Okay, he might be thinking that he or she might be thinking, I do not know to speak well. And that affects our actions, and that influences how we show up every single day. It affects our habits. So it might be when you go and hit that record button on your phone and try to start making a video, you might act in a way that a person does who is shy or who does not speak in front of a camera or has poor speaking skills. But in reality, you are only reacting to an assumption that you made. And that assumption may or may not be true. You have not tested it. You do not know for a fact. You'll never know if it is true or not. Even if you ask the person, that person might lie, that person might not put so much thought into it and might just want to get away with that question, or worst case, the person might not even care. So we are living based off assumptions, and those assumptions are affecting our habits, and our habits are affecting our lives. So let me just break this down, what I'm thinking. I assume that somebody is thinking about me that I do not know how to speak or I'm not good at speaking. So that is my assumption. So whenever I speak in front of them or in front of a camera, my body, my voice, my habits somehow get aligned to that assumption. Oh, that I'm not good at speaking. Oh, so I have to hold this reality, or I have to be in alignment because this is what I've been thinking in my brain. And if I don't, that will be a glitch in my personality. And my brain would not be able to handle it. Right? Have you been there? You kind of know that you can do a certain activity, but in front of a person, you play dumb or you play small. You start speaking in a low voice. Those are the assumptions, right? This is where the introverts come into play. A person might be very introverted in front of one person, and people assume that he is shy or he's quiet. But that same introvert is an extrovert in another set of circumstances or a different group of people. Why? Because again, I feel the introvert makes assumptions that, oh, this guy is judging me. Oh, this guy thinks I cannot speak well. So let me act in alignment with that thought. Otherwise, I wouldn't have my identity as an introvert, right? But in with the different group of friends where the introvert is more comfortable, and that group of people actually have a different identity about him, that he's funny, uh, he's expressive, he is a deep conversationalist, he speaks about different topics, he's super knowledgeable. So again, that might be an assumption in the mind, but the introvert feels that it is true. We do not have facts that whether he is actually smart, whether he is actually knowledgeable or not. But again, it's an assumption, and he's living up to that assumption where he feels smart, he acts smart. So what are these assumptions that we are making in life? Do you have a particular assumption? You might have caught yourself in front of people where you play small. You know, for example, while playing an instrument, you are very good at playing your instrument in the music class. You are fabulous at playing in front of your parents. You are great in practicing alone. But suddenly, when you have to play in front of your maybe cousins or specific relatives or specific people, you suddenly snap out of that. You get nervous and you wonder, like, why you're not able to play at the level that you were playing at in your music class, at home, or in front of your parents. Why is that happening? What has changed? Because you're assuming that your relatives, cousin, specific person think that you're not good at playing the instrument, or they might have made fun of you before, or they might think lowly of you, multiple things. But when you start playing that instrument, you suddenly snap out and you start aligning in that personality of oh, he doesn't know to play the instrument actually, or he's stupid, he cannot do anything well. So it's all about assumptions. So what we need to check, what are the assumptions that are playing us? This concept is really fascinating for me, because if we are living based on these assumptions, then it's not really true. Then who are we truly? And can we change into different sort of assumptions of, like, okay, everybody thinks that I am someone who can speak well. Does that affect my voice? It surely does in some way. But yeah, I think that was the thought for the day. I wanted to expand on that. If you liked today's episode, Hit the like button. Tell me what kind of podcast do you want to listen, what kind of topics that you want, or um, yeah, just what kind of content do you want me to make. If this is something that is interesting to you or you're bored of listening to it, feel free to comment whatever you want in the podcast. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.